Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Chichester woman was stabbed to death. Autopsy determines. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Hello, I'm Paul Modulewski, the owner of Century Roofing. 10 years ago, we opened this business with two core values: fair pricing and customer service. And always remember, at Century Roofing, we love you, brother!
She loved everybody.
Frances Nash was a best friend to many. By all accounts, she was someone who could brighten anyone's day.
She may be gone, but her spirit isn't. As far as I'm concerned, she's still riding shotgun in my car. She always will.
An autopsy revealed Frances died from multiple stab wounds. Her car and body were found in Canterbury Monday. She was last seen Thursday.
I texted her right about 6:30 and, want to go for a drink. And that message never got delivered. I heard from her on Thursday morning, but nothing after that.
We're obviously still looking for the public's assistance in determining exactly what her activities were in those days before Thursday and afterwards.
Her son, Philip Nash, was arrested last night in Virginia as a fugitive from justice. He's charged with stealing two vehicles, one belonging to his mother. According to court paperwork, Philip went to a Chichester gun shop on Friday and asked about their cheapest handgun and if they carried masks. He filled out an application and left, but never returned. Last year, he was arrested for assaulting his mother, but those charges were not prosecuted on the condition he got a mental health evaluation. Iris Buzzle says Frances was always trying to better any situation and would do anything for her children.
My heart really does go out to all, even Philip, all three kids. My heart goes out to all three. I know Fran wouldn't want to exclude him.
The library where Frances worked was closed today so people could grieve. Philip Nash is fighting extradition in Virginia. It could be more than a month before he's back in New Hampshire. We're live in Concord tonight. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Marijuana-laced cookies sends adult care center patients to hospital. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Direct, we'll give you 3 full rooms of carpeting, next day installation, padding, everything, all for just $888, and no interest for 1 year. Call National Floors Direct at 888-400-FLOOR. Change is good.
I understand it's legal, but there has to be certain policies in place.
Denise Thompson is grateful. Her sister Paula is feeling better now, but gave the family quite a scare 2 weeks ago. Paula is a special needs client at Minuteman Arc in Concord. She spends several days a week at this adult daycare facility where she's contracted to be closely supervised, but that was not the case on May 8th.
No one was watching her. She got into somebody's desk, found cookies, ate them. Her sugar level went, skyrocketed. She had a bad reaction. Her eyes were rolling in the back of her head.
Paula was rushed to the ER and tested positive for THC, the chemical compound in marijuana. It turns out those cookies that Paula claimed she found in a staffer's desk were apparently laced with pot. In a statement, Minuteman Arc told us in part, an investigation is underway to determine the facts and circumstances related to this matter. The health and well-being of our clients is our highest priority. We look forward to the results of the investigation in order to understand what occurred.
My concern is, what's the policies, what's the procedures here? Why would an employee be allowed to bring these kinds of substances on the premises?
Paula's family has asked the state to investigate the incident, worried that with the host of marijuana edibles about to hit the market here in
what could happen.
Paula's family is hoping to raise awareness and bring about some quick change. The State Disabled Persons Protection Commission is now investigating.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Pickup truck drives off the road, hits several cars in Gorham. Let's take a listen to the video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Mowing season is here. It's time to upgrade at Nissan's Tech for All sales event. Get 0% financing on every model, including Rogue with Pro Pilot Assist. Hurry, event ends soon. Now's the time to save with exclusive offers like this.
Well, Megan, police say the call came in just before 10 that a pickup truck again had veered off of Main Street here in Gorham up this lawn and hit some of those cars that you can see to my right. Even that house behind me, you can see the damage a little bit. Crews have mostly cleared the scene at this point, but still some visible damage that will have to be dealt with tomorrow. Officials say thankfully no one was injured and the road does remain open right now, but again, there will be much to clean up here tomorrow as crews assess the damage. And tonight we are not sure what may have caused the accident. We're still waiting for more information from police. But again, thankfully, no one here was injured tonight as this pickup truck veered off of Main Street and into several parked cars. We're live in Gorham tonight. Erin Dixon, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. The House just voted to roll back financial regulations, and Trump is expected to sign the bill. The House voted Tuesday to pass the biggest rollback of financial regulations since the global financial crisis. The margin was 258 to 159, with 33 Democrats supporting the legislation. The bill will now go to President Donald Trump's desk. He is expected to sign it into law. The Senate already passed the legislation with bipartisan support. House conservations want second special counsel to probe alleged DOJ misconduct. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
About drama. We also know that you can avoid drama by getting an annual checkup.
So go, know, and take control of your health.
It could save your life. Cigna, together, all the way.
To that point, do you have any reason to doubt the January 2017 intelligence community assessment that said it was Vladimir Putin who tried to meddle this election to help President Trump win?
I do not believe that I've seen that conclusion. What I do, that the specific intent was to help President Trump win, I'm not aware of that. But I do generally have no reason to doubt any intelligence assessment. And I just want to comment quickly back on this one. I want to be very clear on this.
What we have seen the Russians do is attempt to manipulate public confidence on both sides, right? So we've seen them encourage people to go to a protest on one side. We've seen them simultaneously encourage people to go to that same protest on the other side. So I think what they're trying to do, in my opinion, and I defer to the intel community, is just disrupt our belief and our own understanding of what's happening, right? It's an integrity issue of who is saying what and why, and how that may or may not affect an American's behavior and what they believe.
But that assessment did say that Putin tried to orchestrate a cyber campaign with the intention of helping Donald Trump.
Please talk to the cameras.
Do you have any disagreement with that?
I do believe that Russia did and will continue to try to manipulate Americans' perspective on a whole variety of issues.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And also, a group of House Republicans called Tuesday for the appointment of a second special counsel to investigate concerns about the Department of Justice and FBI, just days after Trump first called for an investigation into whether his campaign was infiltrated or surveilled by an alleged FBI information. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.